The roar of the engine ignites like thunder trapped in a bottle, a deep guttural symphony that vibrates through your bones before you even touch the throttle. Picture this. You're perched on the edge of dawn, the world still cloaked in that hazy purple veil, and beneath you sits the 2026 Honda CBR1300XX Super Blackbird, unchained, a predator sculpted from carbon fiber and liquid-cooled fury. The air hums with anticipation, sharp as a blade, because this isn't just a motorcycle, it's resurrection. It's the ghost of Speed King's past, clawing its way back from the grave to remind the asphalt whose boss, *, you twist the key, and she awakens, not with a whimper. Oh no, the Blackbird snarls. That legendary inline-four, now punched up to 1,347 cc of pure, unadulterated displacement, breathes fire through ram air induction that's sharper than a hawk's eye. 165 horses stampede from the stable, torque twisting at 110 pounds ft, all funneled through a seamless 6-speed gearbox slicker than sign. It's not brute force, it's precision poetry. The throttle by-wire whispers your commands, and the bike responds like an extension of your pulse. Effortless, alive, hungry, *, lean in. Feel the wind claw at your leathers as you roll on the power. 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. A blur that pins you back, your heart slamming against your ribs like a caged animal. The digital dash flickers to life. TFT screen razor, spilling data like forbidden secret. Speedo climbing past 180. TAC redlining at 12,000 revolutions per minute. GPS mapping your conquests in real, but numbers, they're just echoes. The real thrill is the symphony. Exhaust note barking through titanium, a Krapovit cans, a staccato growl that echoes off canyon walls, turning heads and shattering silence. * now carve the corners. This Blackbird's been forged in the fires of evolution. Aluminum twin spar frame, lighter by 15 pounds than its ancestor, dancing on Hin's electronic suspension that reads the road like a lover's touch. Front, 43mm inverted forks, fully adjustable, soaking up apex dives with supernatural grace. Rear, ProLink monoshock preload on the fly, keeping your line laser true through hairpins that would humble lesser machines. Brembo Stylemas, 6-piston monsters gripping 320mm rotors, modulated by cornering abs that knows when to bite and when to breathe. No lockup, no drama, just pure addictive control. You're not riding, you're conducting chaos, threading the needle between terror and ecstasy. * shift gears, pun intended, to the long haul, because the Super Blackbird isn't just a sprinter, she's a marauder built for empires. 24 gallons of fuel in that aerodynamic fairing, good for 300 miles of relentless prowling before you even think about stretching. Heated grips warm your palms against mountain chill. Cruise control locks in those endless straights, and the adjustable windscreen slices the gale like a guillotine. Ergonomics, Goldilocks, perfect upon slow but not punishing. Seat at 32 inches, wide enough for all-day assaults without numbing your backside. Add in the quickshifter up and down, no clutch bliss, and you're not commuting. You're conquering continents. *, but let's talk soul. This is the bird that dethroned the ZX11 back in '97, hit 177 miles per hour stock, and wore its crown until the Hayabusa swooped in like a jealous rival. Honda buried it in 2007, left us mourning, but whispers turned to rumors, and now, the 2026 revival is vengeance served hot. Winglet aero for downforce at triple digits, lead phoenix eyes piercing the night, and a livery in matte black pearl that drinks light whole stealth incarnate until you unleash it. Traction control, Honda selectable torque control, 9 levels, from nanny to nomad, letting you dance on the edge without the fall. Wheelie control, engine braking tweaks, ride modes from street to track to rain. It's a Swiss Army knife for speed demons. * imagine the rush, you're blasting down the Pacific Coast Highway, salt spray kissing the air, cliffs rising like ancient sentinels. The Blackbird surges, devouring miles, her VTEC soul kicking in above 7,000 revolutions per minute for that top-end scream that rattles your teeth. Passengers, she accommodates with a pillion perch that's actually comfy, pegs lowered for the long game. Luggage, hard cases bolt-on seamless, turning Tourer into Nomad without sacrificing an ounce of ferocity. And the tech, Bluetooth helm-to-helm chatter, Apple CarPlay for your playlist of Thunder Metallica's fuel on loop as you chase the horizon. * feel the adrenaline spike as you hit the straight. 200 miles per hour winks on the horizon, wind howling like a banshee, frame flexing but never folding. This is freedom forged in Japanese precision, a machine that laughs at superbike pretenders and sport tourer snooze. The Hayabusa, still a falcon, fierce but predictable. The turbo trickery, sure, but soulless. No, the Blackbird is the dark horse, the shadow that overtakes, the legend that refuses to die. * pull over at dusk, engine ticking cool, the world catching up in your mirrors. Your hands tremble not from fear, but from the high. She's yours now. This 2026 CBR1300XX, Priced at $22,499 MSRP, a steal for the apocalypse on wheels. Rev her one last time, let the rumble roll through the valley like a promise. Tomorrow, the road calls again, and the Super Blackbird, she's ready to answer with fire, fury, and flight that defies gravity. Asterisk, but wait, don't think it's all fury and no finesse. Honda's dialed in the details, radial mount calipers for that progressive bite. Lightweight Marcassini wheels shod in Pirelli Diablo Rosas that stick like glue. The ACU maps are wizardry, throttle response butter smooth in eco mode for sipping fuel at 45 mpg highway, or razored in sport for carving canyons like a scalpel. Vibration, dampened to a hush, even at redline so your mirrors stay clear. Your focus unbroken. Asterisk, envision the twisties of Tail of the Dragon, 318 curves in 11 miles. You attack. The Blackbird leaning 50 degrees, gyros and sensors whispering adjustments, keeping you planted, sweat beads under your lid, but it's the good kind, the kind that says you're alive. Emerge at the other end, grinning like a fool, the bike begging for more. That's her curse and her gift, insatiable. Asterisk, or flip the script to solitude. Midnight runs on empty backroads, stars smeared across the sky. Just you and her hum, cruise control at 80, heated seat thawing the chill, nav plotting stars you can't see. She's not just transport, she's therapy, stripping away the noise until it's just rhythm, engine, heartbeat. Wind. Asterisk, critics called the original a gentleman's express, fast but forgiving. The 2026 amps, that 211 still approachable for the weekend warrior, but laced with Superbike venom for the track day addict. Emissions, Euro 5 compliant, green enough for the tree huggers without choking the soul. Weight, 575 pounds wet, balanced like a dancer, flickable in traffic, stable in storms. Asterisk, one more pull. Launch control engaged, drag strip beckoning. Count the lights, 3, 2, 1 gone. Quarter mile in 9.8 seconds. A rocket crowds blur, rivals fade, and you're the Blackbird, soaring where others stall. Asterisk, this is ether revival we craved. The machine that redefines rush. Strap in, twist hard, and let her sing. The road isn't conquered, it's courted, claimed, consumed. And in her wake, legends aren't made, they migrate. Welcome back, Super Blackbird. The skies are yours again. Asterisk.